Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another pick a card reading. I do one on my channel every single Friday. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading on what is holding you back. So we're going to get a glimpse of the energy, what the energies need to say to us about what it is that is holding us back. And not only that, but how to clear it. So we're not stuck and held back anymore. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the reading. Okay, so what I'm gonna have you do is pick card pile number 1 or the roses, card pile number 2 or the marigold, card pile number 3 or the black salt, and card pile number 4, which is a spiritual rinse blend. So I have a reason for picking these herbs. Go ahead and follow your intuition. Which one is drawing you in? Which one is calling out to you? There is a message in it for you. So while you guys are doing that, I want to do a quick little shop update. We are going to be shipping out a batch of orders next week, and if your order was shipped, then you will be getting a tracking number. Also, I am no longer offering personal readings because I want to focus my time and energy a little bit more on the shop and especially back into YouTube. I want to start making fun videos again, informative videos again. So yeah, I'm taking a step back from personal readings. Just wanted to let you guys know. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start the reading. Okay, for everybody that picked card group number 1 or the roses, let's go ahead and see what is holding you back. So the first card that we have here is the 8 of Cups. There's an energy of boredom. Like, are you bored with something and you don't even know like where you want to move forward to or how you want to move forward? Are you... 8 of Cups energy is also something emotional that you maybe are still holding on to, because this reading is for like what is holding you back. And 8 of Cups energy is like resisting letting go of something. It's also just once you were so passionate about something and you're not anymore. So this could have been like a job, it could have been a relationship. So definitely something is holding you back that like you're keeping in your life, and but you're not passionate about it anymore. You're not interested in it anymore. It's the end of a phase, and it's not emotionally fulfilling you. And then right underneath that we have don't dim to fit in. So how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? It's another thing that may be holding you back, is you're kind of just dulling your shine and you're kind of staying in the shadows and you need to come out. Then we have the Hermit. The Hermit is like a period of time that you have been inwards, but the period of time that you did go inwards, it was filled with worry. You were focused and persistent in the wrong thing. And that is what was holding you back. You were heavily focused on something. You went within yourself. Like you took the time to actually try to figure out what it is. Like you took the time to do the work, but it just seems like your focus was somewhere else. Like you were persistent, but the energy was moving somewhere else in a different direction. And I also see that you want a sense of belonging, like creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Like you've always wanted to know where you belong in your life, like whether it's, you know, in the, I don't know, nature, or do you belong in the city, or like, you know, like what do you belong in a loving relationship, or do you belong to be free and single? Like I think you're trying to figure out where it is that you belong as an individual and apart from influences of society or what people say or think. So that is something also that kind of puts stagnation in your path, because the universe wants you to be sure of what you want before you can move back, or move forward. So that is what kind of is the hold. We also have here the 9 of Pentacles, and this is really interesting because 9 of Pentacles is symbolizing material benefits coming in. It's abundance. It's hard work and determination that is going to pay off. So you put in the work, but it just seems like the energy was misaligned or something. Nine of Pentacles also is saying that the spirits hear you, the spirits see you, they see the work that you're putting in, and they see that you're being frustrated with, you know, being held back. So they want you to know that it's due time to enjoy your success very, very, very soon. Because we have the Fool. The Fool is a new journey. The Fool is new beginnings. It's a new adventure. It's like curiosity, inspiration. You get this idea, you get this burst of energy. That's the Fool. So there is a newness coming to you. So this thing, whatever, you know, whatever your hold was, it just seems like you don't really need to do much because you already put the work in, and you know, your ancestors, your spirit guides, gods and goddesses that you work with, they're kind of redirecting the energy for you because you did the work, and you know, it was genuine. So what you're being called to do, we have here right after the Fool. We always want to pay attention to where the Fool is looking. The Fool is looking straight into the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords energy is redirecting your energy, redirecting your focus. It's also telling you that there's a lot of things that are just in your head, and it's just like anxiety, worry. We have the Worry card here. There's a lot of things. You got double confirmation here that there's a lot of things in your head. You're very indecisive sometimes. You kind of hold yourself back a lot, and you're fearful for a lot. But at the same time, you do feel kind of trapped and kind of restricted because of these energies right here. Spirits want you to know that a lot of these fears are just in your head, and they are working behind the scenes to clear this like hold stagnant energy. But what they're asking you to do is soak in a bath, relax your energy so you have no resistance, and you know, the blocks are removed. So that was your reading. Also use roses. Roses carry high vibrations. Roses raise the vibration. So rose tea, rose in your candles, however you want to use it. So yeah, that was your reading, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, group number 2, or everybody that picked the marigold flowers. There's a reason you picked it, and we'll get into that later on in the reading. But what is holding you back? So we're starting off with the Seven of Swords. So this energy is coming out of something. This is coming out of like a stagnant energy, coming out of a hold of a long period of just stagnation. So this is a really good sign that this is the first card that popped up in your reading. Seven of Swords energy is also like telling you to be strategic. You use shortcuts if you have to, and charm is needed for you to move past what is holding you back. What I mean by that is, I think you're being called to step back and reevaluate a lot of things in your life right now, because there are a lot of the energies that just don't align, and you're still kind of holding on to it, clinging on to just misaligned energy. What is not aligned or needs to change? There's an internal battle. It seems like there's a lot going on within your mind. And the Seven of Swords is also saying you keep too much bottled inside, too much secrets, just way too much suppressed within yourself, and it causes a lot of misalignment, just causes a lot of chaotic energy because you have so much within yourself. So you're being asked to process those things. That is one of your biggest things that is holding you back, is just taking some time out to be alone with yourself. Now, for a lot of you, something else that I see is the number 2. We have the Two of Swords, and we have 2 with alone time. So I feel like if you're struggling with love, or if you feel like there's like something holding you back or holding your relationship back in love, then it's time to do this. It's time to take some time by yourself, pamper yourself, spoil yourself, get to know yourself again, what you like, what you don't like, what you enjoy, like who you are, like have fun with yourself again. I think that's the biggest thing holding you back. When you're with you don't even want to be with yourself alone, like with your own thoughts, because you suppress so much of it that it's like you just don't want to go there. And the Knight of Pentacles energy is saying that it's okay to go there, assess and plan, take your time. And I feel like this is a huge message from the spirits to you. Take your time in this. Give yourself some rest, some alone time, pamper yourself, shop, play with your animals, like do something that you've been meaning to do for so long. Like this is needed for your energy. This is kind of what is holding you back, because you don't give yourself that. And so remember, we're mirrors to the universe. Like whatever we do to ourselves, however we treat ourselves, the universe mirrors it back to us through our relationships, through our career, through everything in our life. So our relationship with ourselves needs to be very, very good. And right now it seems like there's a lot of misalignment and conflict with yourself. Knight of Pentacles is also saying relax and learn to go with the flow, which is interesting because you have so many water elements, so much water. You're being called to bring out your more feminine energy, your what is it called? The divine feminine, because it's really going to help you right now. It's going to make you not resist the energy that is coming to you, which is now we're going to move to this side of the reading. The energies that are coming to you, like, holy shit. Before I move forward, one of the messages of the Knight of Pentacles is there's going to be a very, very positive outcome of a dragging situation. If you, all you need to do is just be a little bit patient, a little bit calm. Whatever's holding you back, like I feel like it is being worked on, but the way that you can help it is to take this time out and like spoil yourself. Like that's what I keep hearing. What else do we have here? The Four of Swords energy, before we move on to the next side, like the next side is making me super excited. The Four of Swords energy, this is air element. So this is your mind, your thoughts, okay? Another thing this card represents is a healing process that has already started. So that's actually very, very good. So I think that would explain a lot of the feelings that you've been feeling and the things you've been going through. Is your healing process has already started, but you gotta let that process like do its thing. You gotta let it heal. So take some time to yourself so you can realign yourself and this inner conflict can stop. Another thing that we're being told by the spirits is chanting. So your voice, pay attention to how you use your voice and the words that you speak out loud, especially the words that you speak to yourself when nobody's around. Like, how do you speak to yourself? Pay attention to everything to do with your voice, your words, tone of your voice. All of that stuff is very important because it sends out a vibration. Watch what kind of vibration you're sending out with the words you speak. Another thing that we have here is Imrama. So where are you being called to journey to? This is what is holding you back because you're not completely sure. And that is why you're on this journey, all this period of like kind of isolation needed to happen, and then this period of alone time needs to happen where you just treat yourself real good. This is for if you're in a relationship or not, like this is what your spirit needs. Connect with your divine feminine energy. Now we have your take action, and right next to it we have awaken your creativity. Take action using your creativity, sacral chakra. So a lot of you guys are going to, I'm telling you, man, a lot of you guys are awakening your sacral chakra. So if you guys have been struggling sexually, that's something that's going to be healing. There's deep healing going on with sacral chakra, your confidence, your energy. Like, this is really, really beautiful. And when your sacral chakra heals, and you guys have already started healing it, and don't worry about what's holding you back because it's already in the process of healing. Sacral chakra is where you manifest from. That's creation energy right there. That's like the womb space. And right now you're being called to take action, like using your passion. Get creative. Take action by getting creative, not by working yourself to burnout. Do something fun. And then we have surrender to wonder and awe. Do you see how we're going from like this struggle to this beautiful energy into this more warmer tone energy? Because the sun is warm and happy and joy and growth and success. So there's so much symbolism in your reading. You need to surrender yourself to wonder and awe. Again, confirmation again for you to have more fun. You have the world at your fingertips if you want it. You're already on your journey there. Don't worry about what's holding you back. That, like, in a short while, nothing's gonna hold you back. You're gonna have the world here. And Marigold. Marigold is the sun energy. It's happiness, protection, beauty, love. It's everything. It's abundance. This is such a beautiful energy. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Group number 3, or everybody that picked the black salt. Okay, let's go ahead and see what is holding you back. Already we're starting off the reading with some really good bright colors. If you can see the color scheme, there's a lot going on. It seems like there was a period of a lot of masculine energy, which just kind of led to burnout. So, I mean, we have here surrender, stress, and right underneath that we have the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is the burnout card. This card is telling you, like, what are you doing? You're burning yourself out. You feel defeated, but still you keep going. So it's like you're working, and you know you need to sleep, you know you feel tired, but you still push through and you keep working. Like, that's the kind of energy that was going on, and it was making you very, very stressed. And the more stressed you are, the more you will be held back from the things you want to manifest, because that energy of stress is not a good vibration. So I feel like that's kind of what was going on. That's something that was holding you back. 9 of Wands is you feel passionate about something. There is something you want, but you just kind of feel stuck and stagnant no matter how much you try, right? But still, you don't give up in hard times, and you're determined, and the spirits are saying don't stop. But there are some things you need to know about maybe what is holding you back, and like why the energy is, or how you can fix the energy, basically. So right next to the surrender stress card, we have the Council of Light. So divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms, your spirit guides, your ancestors, loved ones that have passed away, that are near you, like your higher self. Whatever it is you believe in, gods and goddesses that you believe in, they are your helpers. And so when you are calling out to them, reaching out to them, working with them, they're listening. Like, I feel like there's such a strong energy of that they are listening. But they're trying to also send you some messages. But with the 5 of Cups right under it, the block seems to be that you're focused on something in the past. Either like a regret that you've had, or it could be mourning, like grief, loss. Maybe you're going through that period, mourning someone, mourning something, and that's an energy where you kind of need to be held back a little bit so you can figure things out, mourn properly, heal properly, and then move forward, kind of. So I feel like your spirit guides are so loving towards you, and there's so much they want for you, but you're kind of focused on something. There's something you're focused on that prevents them from reaching you completely. And what you're focused on is your tower moment. We have 5 of Cups right next to the tower. You're focused on your tower moment. The tower moment is the time in people's lives where they like their whole world turns upside down. It's like it's a shattering of your worldly illusions. A lot of your false beliefs break. A lot of your false values break. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a shattering of yourself in order to bring out the real, authentic you. And so you had that. And I think you're still going through that. And yeah, there's a period of like sorrow that you're going through, and you're focused on that. Or even if you don't mean to focus on it, you don't want to focus on it, but it is so heavily on your mind, and it really, really affected you till this day, and it still affects you. And then we have here the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is, did this have to do with the love life? like there again, it's like a separation that happened, or a loss or something that happened that really, really affected you and really held you back a lot. But with the Three of Swords also comes putting sorrow and pain into perspective. So I feel like you're in that period where you're getting a lot of clarity right now, and that is because of your spirit guides. They are helping you, guiding you. They're really, really there for you. Another thing that comes up with the Three of Swords is if you can face and work out something with honesty, then that will heal. This is specifically towards relationships. Like if the relationship can be healed if it's faced with honesty. Like you have to really spill your guts and say everything, lay it all out on the table, and so do they. So this is pertaining to anybody that's in a relationship that probably needed to hear that. Now, how can you release these blocks and like what's holding you back? Well, I feel like telling you that your spirit guides have it taken care of. What they need you to do is come out of this sorrowful energy, and the way that you need to do that is to nourish your temple. Stop neglecting your body, your mind, your hair, your nails. Like, stop neglecting yourself. Nourish your body, pamper your body. Your spirit guides have your back. They need you to get up and just start to take care of yourself again. You know, eat good things that make you feel good. Just, I don't know, however you nourish your body, your spirits are saying nourish your body like that. Now, the last two cards we have here is Scarlet and Turquoise. If you incorporate more Scarlet and Turquoise in your life, this will also help your healing process go even faster and more calm and more just positive. Now, if you see here red and blue, that's the masculine and the feminine. So remember, we have that masculine energy, then we have all these blues here. Blue is feminine energy. Feminine is the more softer, creative, caring side, and the masculine is the more protector, provider, ambitious, and driven side. So you're learning to balance all of that, and you need to nourish your body. We have black salt. So use black salt to cleanse your home, to sprinkle around your home, to protect your home. Yeah, so that was your reading. Thank you guys so much for coming back here for the weekly Friday readings, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye. For everybody that picked card group number 4 or the Spiritual Bath Herbal Blend, let's go ahead and see what is holding you back. So first of all, let's start with the Herbal Blend. It seems like your energy needs a cleansing, and maybe that's why you were so drawn to that herb. So use a spiritual bath. Now you can put whatever you want in your spiritual bath. You can use rosemary, you can use basil, you can use sage, you can use mint, you can use roses, patchouli. Like, these are really, really good herbs you could put in a spiritual bath. You could use just one, you could mix and match. But yeah, there's a need for a spiritual rinse, just because there may be accumulation of just dull, stagnant energies, and it just needs to be cleared. The first thing I see here is surrender to prayer. Right underneath that, we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man symbolizes enlightenment and clearing of your head. So a period of mental fog is coming to an end. It just seems like maybe you felt confused for a while, and that was something that was holding you back. There needs to be a change in your perspective. And Hanged Man is also something where you're kind of looking for something more out of life. You know, you reached a point where the knowledge that, you know there's so much more out there, and you want to see more. Like, you just want more. It's a time of just stepping back and taking a pause and looking at things from a different perspective. Because maybe what was holding you back is you're doing a certain thing one way, and all you needed to do was look at it a different way, and the whole energy would shift. Surrender to prayer. So maybe how is it that you're manifesting? Are you like, okay, I'm just gonna like put this out there and we'll see what happens. type of energy, because that's something that needs to change within your perspective. Is you gotta will it towards you. Everything is energy. You're a magnet. Pull it towards you. Believe that it's yours. You know, I think that's another thing that was probably holding you back, is you kind of put doubtful energy out there regarding whatever it is that you feel like you're being held back from. Now, the next two cards we have here is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, and Soul Tribe. Right under that, we have Break the Chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. This is really interesting because the vibes I'm getting from these two cards are that your ancestors are backing you up. Like, you have strong ancestral protection and guidance. And something that I feel like they're really, really happy about is you're about to break a really long, toxic, like, ancestral pattern, which could have been like, if, you know, the women in your family were not allowed to work, or they couldn't work, or like, I don't know, whatever was passed down in your ancestral roots that like was kind of limiting. I feel like you're going to break that pattern, and they're going to be really, really proud. So that's why you're being called to change your perspective. Look at the same thing in a different way. The Inner Temple card is right next to the Great Gathering. So devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, so your ancestors can, like, do you feel them? Like, I feel like you can feel their love, you can feel their energy. And if you can't, then there are some blockages in your heart chakra which doesn't allow you to feel them. But they still want you to know that you're not alone. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone, and ancient ancestors stand beside you. Holy crap. So I do feel like you're going through a period of heart chakra healing too, because what makes me say that is the color scheme of these four cards. Do you see the colors? That is all heart chakra colors. Greens and pinks. That's it. That's heart chakra right there. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles brings balance. This is an energy of like learning to balance your home life with your personal life, learning to balance your me time with your family time. It's balancing opposites, it's understanding, it's healing, sharing, showing compassion, and also an energy of, if this is regarding a relationship or like a conflict, then both interests need to be considered in this case for healing to happen. So there's got to be understanding. And that's probably what is holding it, whatever this is, it's holding you back, is just there has to be understanding on both sides. And how can you help this energy? Well, we have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is a really good card, especially for this reading right here, because it's the energy is where you feel defeated, but you still keep going, and you feel passionate about something, like you want something, but you still feel stuck. Actually, just pulled this card, I think in group number 2. This card is about defending what you love as well. So change your perspective. Maybe like you need to start being proud of who you are, what you like, what you're trying to manifest and stuff like that. Not hiding yourself too much, you know? But Nine of Wands also is saying don't give up in hard times, because something beautiful is coming, but there just needs to be a little bit of shift in the energy. Nine of Wands is saying don't stop. It's also saying to be determined, and there's going to be victory if you pull through. Now, use music to shift the energy, to redirect the energy, to change your perspective. Use drums, use frequency music. You can use any type of music that is very uplifting to you. Then we have the color magenta. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. Your ancestors need you to tap into your inner intuitive knowing. Like they need you to go inwards, whether that be meditating, however you would use to communicate with them, by getting a tarot deck, by getting a pendulum, or just, simply asking yourself, what would they say? They may even give you dreams, but work with magenta colors to invoke connection to your deeper inner knowing, so they can connect with you more. Use magenta candles, magenta decorations in your house, magenta clothes, makeup, lipstick. Make a vision board. So I feel like another thing the spirits are calling for you to do is to make a vision board, so that they know exactly what they need to be doing and where they need to be guiding your energy. Your perspective needs a little bit of shift, and this is going to really help you, is if you make a vision board and put everything on it clearly what you want. And maybe, I have a feeling for a lot of you it's going to take a while to make a vision board because you don't clearly know what you truly want. Some of you, like sometimes even for me, I don't even want to think about it because I just get overwhelmed. Like, what in life do I want? Like, how, I don't know, is it just me? It just overwhelms me sometimes. But yeah, that was your reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.